I was struggling a little bit post-patch, but that's fine because I got in one of my friends, SAF 1mpactZ, aka Oscar. Go through his tactics today. I'm going to be questioning him on like all his tactics, all his instructions, easy. It's kind of a new video on the channel. Let me know if you guys enjoy this. Me kind of pointing out why pros have their tactics a certain way. Let me know who else you would like on this series. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Are you fed up of coming against God Squad game in and game out?
What?
If so, make sure to head over to u7buy.com using the link in the description below. And don't forget to use code RAN at checkout for an extra little discount. So today we've got SAF 1mpactZ, aka Oscar, with us to go through his 4-2-3-1 tactics. Oscar, how you doing?
I'm all good, mate. How are we? How are we doing?
Oh, we're not too bad. We're not too bad. You know,
Good.
I ran out of tactics videos, so I said, you know what? We'll get Oscar on. This guy is saucy, so we'll go through his 4-2-3-1 tactics.
Lovely
so,
stuff.
yeah, I'll let you take over, Oscar.
Yeah, so obviously the 4-2-3-1 is a very, very balanced formation this year. It's probably one of the most used formations. At least I've seen like most of my opponents run around with it this year. So, you know, I'll bring you the best tactics in the game right now. So defensive style,
that's
balanced, you know. I feel like this year, well, a 4-2-3-1 is not really like a very like press heavy formation. You want it on balance, so your team aren't sort of like running out everywhere. You don't leave any gaps in your defense. You're nice and solid at the back. Maybe if like it gets towards the end of the game, you want to switch this to press on heavy press after possession, loss, etc. But this is more of like a start game formation. You may want to switch to other formations towards the end of the game. I'm sure Rannerz has some other formations on his channel for that anyway.
Yeah,
so.
there's a few other, but I mean, quickly we'll cut. I mean, Oscar, you have other formations as well, so make sure to head over to Oscar's channel to find out those. You got the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-2-3-4, I believe.
Yes, 4-3-2-1 and 4-3-3-4. This is the 4-2-3-1 right now, so.
Last year you used that run press after possession last, I believe. But this year it's just not the one.
No, I've tried it. Even on other formations I've tried it, but it's just not really the same effect this year. I'm not really sure why. Whatever.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So let's get on to the width then. So for the defensive, I use 40 width. I feel like even though this game is sort of like a wing heavy game, people are running down the wings. I feel like for the cutbacks, you need your defenders to be a little bit like closer together so that there's not as much gaps. They can't really find any cutbacks for their attackers because the defenders are all closer together. And also for the through balls, we all know that through balls are really strong again this year. And you know, if this is like on 60, 70, whatever, it feels like your defense just has a massive gap like in the middle of them. And
yeah, they're like inverted.
Yeah. Exactly.
Inverted diagonal kind of runs, yeah.
Yeah. So that's all that. So the depth as well, we have on 60. I just feel like I want my team a little bit higher. Although this year, I don't really see much of a difference between like 30 and 90.
It really doesn't. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like it just doesn't change much. But I just have on 60 just in case, you know, have them a little bit higher. Don't want to invite too much pressure to my defense and anything. Yeah, that's all that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now we get on to the offensive tactics, all right? So on build-up play, I have balance. I feel like I have tried fast build-up and long ball and stuff. Slow build-up just not really like, it's not really me, it's really static. You don't really have anything going. But I feel like on fast build-up or long ball, your team sort of tends to run away from you all the time. You don't really get many options. You can't really build up an attack. It's just really hard. You sort of get caught in the middle when you're transforming from the back to the midfield and to up front. Everyone just runs away. You can't build up anything. So balance is just perfect, really.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, unless you're like flying for a counter attack, I think you gotta be sticking with balance for sure.
Yeah. And also with the chance creation, I have direct passing. This also contributes. If you have fast build up with direct passing, they don't correlate well together because direct passing, although your team are making runs in behind, it's not as bad as like fast build up for leaving you exposed on the ball with your DMs. So like with the 4-2-3-1, you have enough room in your DMs to sort of make your free camps and strikers make aggressive runs in behind with direct passing. That's basically what that does. It basically makes it so that the attackers are running into space. You can have like free flow in football when you're in the final third. It makes it really, really effective. Forward runners is also good, but it's similar to fast build-up where everyone just runs away. I feel like direct passing is the perfect balance between your attackers making runs and also showing for the ball by run direct passing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, balanced, I feel like you can get away as well if you kind of want to play a bit more shorter passes.
100%.
But yeah, the true balls on direct passing every now and then can be quite nice.
Like if you're trying to see out a game, you can switch this to balanced because direct passing it may feel like that. Yeah, but balance is really good for seeing out games, and direct passing is just really good for trying to get the goals early doors.
Yeah, create chances.
Width attacking wise, I have 40 as well. I just feel like whatever you have on your defensive, I like to copy that for the offensive, just to keep things consistent. If you have this on 80 and the defensive on 20, then it just feels like it's really irregular. You have a really narrow team defensively and then a really like wide team attacking. It always makes sense for me to copy your defensive width to the attack and width. Also, the 4-2-3-1 is a relatively wide formation anyway with the 3 cams. I feel like 40 width makes them a little bit tighter in the attack, which lets you... I feel like this year when you're attacking, it's really good to play for that extra pass across like the 6-yard box / like edge of the box for the shot. Feels really, really effective this year. And with 40 width, that just makes players a little bit closer.
It's just better kind of shot angles and whatnot.
100%, 100%. So then the players in box, we're on 6 at the minute. I have experimented really high and really low. I feel like this year it's really hard to score goals. I feel like the defense is really, really OP this year. So
yeah,
having 6 players in box has the perfect number in the box, really, for crosses, for cutbacks, for whatever, really. And it doesn't leave you too exposed at the back for the counter either.
Yeah, no, I think that's about it. I've run pretty much 5 or 6 on every formation. I feel like it's pretty standard. You could have played like a low amount before the patch if you want to just do finesses and play the edge of the box, but now you need that pass across in the box for sure.
And we'll just do the corners and free kicks in one go because it sort of it sort of goes together. I have it on 1 or 2 is the perfect amount this year. I mean, it is every year really. I feel like especially this year for corners, there's a good thing where you can play it short and put it to the edge of the box and then whip it back post for a header. That seems to be what all the pros are doing at the minute from corners, because unless you've got Hullet or maybe Ronaldo, it's sort of hard to score from them for crosses from my experience. So having it on 1 or 2 just makes it so that you just can't get exposed on the counter attack. But if you have this higher than like 3 or higher, you only have like 2 people back, and it's not fun. Really bad. And that's the same. That's the same for free kicks as well. Because most of the time you're going to play it short or shoot from the free kick, so there's no need to have this any higher. Yeah, I agree on that. For sure. Yeah, they're all the tactics done. Instructions right
players' instructions. Yes. Okay, sounds good. Starting from the front? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Start from the front. I guess we're here already.
I like it.
So basically, on my striker, I just have stay forward, nothing else. I feel like...
Okay. Do you reckon that's because of direct passing almost?
Yeah, I feel like I did used to run this on stay central.
Okay.
Sometimes... You do need a little bit of width from your striker, because like when you're transitioning on the counter attack, basically your cams get back a bit more, and you need that direct running behind for the counter attack. Sometimes the LB triangles, we know how strong they are this year.
Absolutely,
like, always. Getting behind just makes it so that I don't know. I just feel like mixed attack make your striker know exactly when to run behind, when to show short, etc. I feel like anything else, like getting behind makes him run away too much, and tight man just makes him show for the ball too much. Especially when you're kind of in the box, kind of trying to create a chance if somebody's sitting deep and you're trying to break them down. I feel like getting behind just puts them offside nearly constantly. It makes it really frustrating. 100%. So we'll do the 2 wide cams next. We'll have so we just have get into the box on both of them. I used to run these on get like comeback on defense, but I feel like I haven't really noticed too much of a difference, to be honest, between these 2. So I've just left it on basic balance really. And get into the box just for the crosses really, and the cutbacks. It makes it so that you have more options in the box when you're trying to create that space, trying to find that final product there. Yeah, I think get into the box for like wide cams or left and right mids is almost like necessary. Like you gotta have it. There's no point just them doing nothing, right? You might as well try to get them in the box. So we'll go for the cam next, and I just have him on stay forward and get into the box. Like again, get into the box. Oh, you have to get into the box on the cam. See, I don't normally have that. I normally actually keep him out. That might be really helpful when you're passing it across the box, though. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like with this stay forward and get into the box, it basically sort of, when you're attacking, you can sort of play it like a 4-4-2. So the sort of plan is, when transitioning, that central cam is perfect for like from the defense to the attack, like transition from there. It has that central man. In a 4-2-3-1, everything runs through your central cam. And as soon as it gets towards the box, having this get into the box makes it act like 2 strikers.
Yeah,
essentially.
nice.
So you have Pele and
Makes
Neymar
sense.
playing off each other. That's the sort of thought process behind that.
Yeah, no, that's actually that's something I want to try. That's actually really smart.
Yeah,
I like it.
I never normally have anyone get into the box, but I sort of tried it out.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is pretty good.
I like it.
So on both my DMs, I have stay back, cover center, cut pass lanes on both. There is, if you have like if you have like a stat team like mine and you have like a really attacking CDM, you can have one of these unbalanced just to have that extra man coming forward. But
Yeah.
I feel like this tactic for me is just like for me to lock it down in defense. Having both these on stay back, cover center, cut passing lanes. You don't want these on cover wing because as we'll get onto, the fullbacks don't really push forward. So in this specific tactic, so yeah, we just have both these on stay back, cover center, cut pass lane. Stay back, cover center is like a staple for 4-2-3-1. You don't most people's formate like custom tactics for these are always the same. Stay back, cover center. But cut passing lanes, I've been experimenting with it, and it just
that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Because I don't use it personally.
I just feel like they're always in a better position for like the interceptions, right? It's the main, that's the main benefit of it. Well, as it says on the screen, split the opposition and cut out the passing lanes. It does what it says on the tin, right?
Literally.
There's nothing else I really say about that. It's really, really good. And then centre backs, just they're always on nothing. My goalkeeper, I don't have anything on. You could experiment with counter crosses. A lot of people do, but I just leave them on nothing.
Especially with Rannerz, bro. I don't want him coming for crosses. That'll end badly.
For the crosses. Yeah. And on my fullbacks, I just have to stay back. The reason why you don't want these on balance in a 4-2-3-1 because the wide cams already occupy that space where the fullbacks would be most used in. In narrow formations, you normally have these on balance, but you don't need that width in this because of the wide cams. And I normally run overlap, but I feel like this year more than any year, overlap makes them way too aggressive for me. They play like they're on balance this year for me. I don't know why. So put them back to mixed attack and they've done the job. Yeah, and that's all the tactics really. I like it. For the players, you want your central cam to preferably have a bit of skills, be fast, be good on the ball, good weak foot, so Neymar's perfect man. The wide cams just seem to be quick really. There's nothing else more to it. 5-star skills help. They seem to be quick and alright at shooting. Striker, I've got Pele, but you can have anyone up here really. Any wingers, any target men, really anything up here. And the 2 DMs need to be decent height, very, very good defensive stats and very, very good physicality. And it would help for one of them to be good going forward as well. So the Rannerz is perfect for that. And fullbacks, just make sure they're quick and you should be all good.
Pretty good, Oscar. Although I feel like a Dembele. Well, what do you think about Dembele at cam? Do you think his passing is too low?
See,
or do you think he would get away with it?
Is the perfect wide cam for this game.
Perfect wide cam?
Yes. Because he's quick and he's got good skills. He does a job at central cam, but his passing can really let him down.
Fair enough. I just thought I'd ask you your opinion on that. But I think we'll wrap it up there. Make sure to check out Oscar, not only on YouTube, but he streams a hell of a lot on Twitch. I'll leave all the links in the description for that. So make sure you check that out. Anything else you want to say, Oscar?
I think that's everything, and thanks for letting me on as well.
Pleasure to have you, bro. I need the content. You got good content? Easy. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, guys.